Welcome back, and this time with a completely new overhaul and change to my ship choices, which I was originally going to do a season 2 and try to revitalise starting again, but I had a lot of problems. Anyway, so a new thing's coming back now with Starmad Citizen. With anything related to Star Citizen, it will be in these kind of chain videos, and this segment is basically about vehicle choices instead, since there's ships and ground vehicles. So starting off with one of the newest ships, or recent-ish ships, the Misk Fortune, and actually it's probably my favourite salvage ship. I did have a Vulture, but I've turned it into this. So this is basically like a steroid version of the Prospector, a little bit longer. So it has, well, what makes it completely different is it actually has that cargo lift. And for this one as well, what makes it even more different compared to the Vulture is the side panels that can auto-eject the crates that you salvage. For the rest of it you salvage will all be ejected outside, and then you can fill up the buffer again, and then you can take it all off and put it into your hangar and sell. When I say hangar, I meant onto the freight elevator, your elevator that will send it to your special warehouse. So I can't remember the name of the paint I'm using on this one, but I do like the cockpit on this one. It's nice, open, just like some of the Misk ships. And with this a new start of a new show, I have basically chosen to be ArcCorp this time round. And was taking the sceneries of the different places every time a new patch hits, and when it works for me, that is. Just by sheer luck, a Prospector was left abandoned, and I was able to park next to it and actually sort of like show a comparison. I'll get my words right in a moment. Anyway, so I took a job for basically for salvaging, and it gave me a Freelancer Max, which actually turned out quite fun due to the fact that it actually had cargo in the back, which I've not seen that in quite a while. So I thought I'd take some of that off and get it on the back of my ship, which was about 4 SEUs worth on the cargo lift at the back. And it's quite good for that, especially if you want to take off the crates that you project from your side panel bits from your, I can't think of the bloody word for it, but the processing part of it all. They'll produce the boxes and it will slide out the sides automatically if you've got the auto eject. I am going to make a suggestion though, is do not use the auto eject. I think you should just fill up the buffer, then go to the back of the ship, then eject what you need for both sides to free up the buffer, and then continue to fill. And also, for a little bit of more of a surprise, the construction materials that you can get from when you break down a ship, when you fracture it and then collect all the disintegration part of it you do, that materials, it might not be worth a lot compared to the RMC, but you can at least pay back, get the money back for what you spend on these like expensive contracts for salvage jobs. And an FYI, the laser I am actually using on this one is an abrade module. Normally when you get this, you'll start off with a cinch. I go for the abrade because it's in the middle, because it's one laser, it can take a little bit of time scraping up a ship compared to where the Vulture has the ability of 2. But anyway, on that, I am giving the ship a rating of 8 out of 10. It's my personal favourite because it's pretty much automated and I like the style of it. It may not be as quick as the Vulture, but you have to do a lot of moving the boxes around yourself when you're inside the Vulture, that is, whereas this one you can just return back to your hangar, preferably land near your freight elevator, and then just basically tractor beam all the boxes off, and then lower your elevator, go to the TDD and sell. And that's where I found out I did alright with the amount of the construction materials I got. Actually, I made an extra 18,000 out of it, shall we say roughly, because basically the 50,000 made back from the contract that I took for the job. I'm trying to think of the word for it. It was the fee, the fee I had to pay for. But yes, so if you're a solo player and you want to make some easy money, I would suggest this ship. And you know what, I would even say if you like moving the boxes around in the back of a ship, even the Vulture. But this one is my personal favourite for now. So anyway, enough of the rambling. As I do apologise for that, but I want to be passionate about the game as much as I can. I do like the idea of the game and what they're trying to do, and I'll hopefully continue more of this. So if you do like this video, give us a like, sub, help this channel even more if you can, pretty please. I am a bit of a variety gamer, but I do want to put more into this. So I'm going to say ciao for now.